It's the coffee break on TAAN TV, the African American Network. It's the sports edition, y'all.
This is Kevin Howard, OneEyed Scott, and I want to know what it feels like watching the number one ranked team in the country.
It feels amazing. I'm so grateful to be able to watch this team. I love being part of this school. Verify never dies.
Scott, and my one question to you is, what did it feel like to watch a number one high school basketball team in the country?
It felt inspiring because their passion for the game was really shown through just how they played and just their camaraderie in general. Not only were they super supportive of each other, they were supportive of the other team. So it just shows that they have a drive for the game and they're committed to the team as well as just the game in general. It was really inspiring.
And it's amazing how much Brennan people come to this game.
Yeah, it is.
All right, they're turning the lights out on us, so we better get off.
Hello, y'all, and welcome to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach, y'all. Like I said, it's the coffee break sports edition. And so when we have the sports edition, I usually bring the co-host in, my main man, Kevin Howe, a.k.a. the OneEyed Scout. There he is, boy. What's up, Kevin?
Oh man, just watching those girls dance kind of reminds me of the kind of electricity that was in the building last night.
Man, let me tell you something, man. Just to kind of start out, and give a little highlight of what we doing. What we went to was last night. They had the Harlan versus Brennan basketball game, and at Paul Taylor Field House, the OneEyed Scout was in the house, and he invited me to come along with him and to watch him operate. Man, and as you see, we opened up the show with a great and that was a halftime performance by the what's the name of the dance team?
The Golden Stars.
The Golden Stars, man, and I mean they did such a great job at halftime. So I thought it was appropriate that they open up our show tonight because Brennan showed out, and that was a great thing. And then you interviewed a couple fans that came out, and the question to me that stuck out that you asked He said, "What was it like watching number one team in the country?" And I said, "Hold up." I thought in my mind, I said, "Wait a minute, number one team in the country." I said, "Well, I thought maybe there was something, maybe it was a mistake or something, man." But uh, One Eye, the number one team in the country, I didn't know. I didn't even know they was the number one team in the city. So talk to me about this
Yeah,
Brendan Bears, the Brendan Bears game, and versus Harlan last night. And now I know that we got one of the best teams in the nation right here in San Antonio.
right here, man. And it was great to see like a measuring stick, because beginning of the year, I did say in the summer that I thought Harlem would have the best starting five, and by district, and so that was last night. Um, I still think that Harlem is going to be their biggest test. Maybe if they meet up with Judson, maybe um, in the playoffs, but they really put that to bed. You know, um, in the first half, it was like 47-19. I think Kingston had 20 points at halftime. The game, for all intents and purposes, was over about the first quarter. Um, but it just seemed like maybe some of the players from Harlem were in a little bit of awe. Uh, and, Ben has played that very difficult national schedule. You know, um, Allen is probably the second or third team in the state 6A, and they defeated Allen, and but it went to overtime. So when you start looking at Max Preps, they have um, their public school edition, and that was where they were number one in the country, and Allen's on that list. Um, then there's another one that came out prior to that had them listed as number four, Brennan, against all um, public, private, prep school. But one of the parents corrected me on Twitter and said that they're number one in both categories. Which
Nice.
I told them last time I saw they were fourth, but they're having one hell of a year. You know,
Man,
um,
you big country. I'm gonna call you Big Country. I'm gonna call you One Eye Scout, Kevin Howe. You better watch, man, where you stepping around, because I know Coach Kogel of the Brendan Bears. I heard he was looking for you, man, for that
yeah.
statement that you made a while
I,
back.
I did. I did
Uh,
message him when I got home. I did let him know I wasn't ducking him. I was trying to get those interviews with those parents and fans, uh, and he was no worries. We'll catch up another time.
hey, man, hey, all these, and no, really, well, he probably really, it just probably just tickles him that, but he got a good team, man, and we wish them all the success, man, and they're bringing attention to San Antonio. I mean, this is a great opportunity to shine some light on San Antonio basketball, man. And I was kind of like a little disappointed, man. I looked around. I mean, I'm glad that TAAN TV, the African American Network, was in the house along with the One Eye Scout and
Yeah,
a few other, probably independent media sources. But where was our local national media, man? What was going on with that?
you know what, man, and that's real. I mean, like the guy David Hinosa. Uh, and I'm name dropping. I don't know the man, but he was showing video of Holy Cross's practice for their playoff games. You know, and the number one
Football?
team like football. Yeah,
Well, well,
you know what? And,
you
and
know,
here's the thing. I understand football,
yeah,
football,
it's the season, it's their time. But
but let me ask you this:
uh,
real spill.
okay,
When's the last time you had the number one
come on now,
football team
come
in
on,
the country?
come on. I got you.
Man, they would build buildings and name it after them.
Come on now.
You know,
I mean, even
but
a little twinkle, twinkle, little spotlight, and then you got and what is Kingston ranked, man?
Kingston is ranked the number one point guard in the country.
In San Antonio, Texas, man.
You know what I'm saying? Right here, man.
Right here,
You
man.
know,
And, I
and
really,
he's been one that's been very vocal
mhm.
about Brennan provided everything that he needed, so he didn't feel the need to go to a prep school. He had everything right here.
Well, when you said that, man, I'm so impressed with Coach Kogel and how he gets out of the city and go play some of these, go to the metropolitan areas and play some of these teams, and just like I found out last night that they're on their way this weekend to DC.
Yep.
So hey, man, you go out there and I was corrected last night in our little group. Shout out to Corey and Tori.
Yeah.
Shout out to the bros, man. That I made the statement. I said, yeah, man, they go out there to, it's good to go play those teams, Dallas and Houston. Now they out in going to DC and getting their butt waxed. And my man Tori corrected me. He said, hey, yeah, that might have been a couple years ago or something. He said, but now, hey, they standing up playing ball. So man, this is a great
11-0,
a good team.
and and they've already beaten some teams from Houston, Dallas. They beat a team Roosevelt from California. They're gonna go play DeMatha up in DC. They got two and Bishop Connell. And those are some names that aren't familiar to most, but just know those are some prestigious programs that they're putting themselves up against. And it's funny that you bring out talking about Corey and Tori in our conversation last night. I was telling Corey, like, at the bottom line, I'm a talent evaluator. I'm a scout. I'm someone that people contact to find out where dudes are. And so I've spent several years looking at what Kingston I think could work on, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I had to sit back one day and say, man, this Joker's rated number one point guard in the country, or is elevated from throughout the years. He was 90, he was 25, and now at one point the 22 ranked player in the country. And I think as fans in San Antonio, I think we need to step back and enjoy what's in front of us because you know I can remember the last time Jay won a championship back in 2002. But prior to that, I'm 50 years old. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I just don't remember it.
Dude, I've been here
And
a long time, and I used to go. I got a partner of mine. Shout out to John Young, and we used to like follow some of the kids that belong to the church, and
mhm,
we used to watch some of the high school players. So, like we used to go out and watch, teams like Brennan and Warren. We had some of the kids who was going to Warren at the time, and Stevens, and man, I used to complain. I'm gonna throw my hands up and just tell it like it is. I used to complain about Northside basketball.
mhm,
How I was just and how they played and then you would find out when it's time for state going to state after get out of district and get out of San Antonio, they used to get toe up all the time, man. So
mhm.
and now, man, it's a good thing, man, and to see, and it's so crazy, man. We used to go watch Brennan, man. I was wouldn't follow them because I used to sub, you know,
Yeah,
yeah, at the elementary school where what's the Kogel, what's the guard,
man. I only know Cam and,
his
and Coach
son,
Cody.
what's the son name, the one that's playing,
Cam the Calville.
Cam.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, him and his brother.
Oh, that's right. That's
Oh
right.
yeah, yeah. I used to, when they was in, I met them when they was in elementary school. I was subbing. That was my
Mm.
thing. I was what I was at the time. What I was calling giving back. I would go sub, and I met them, man. And I was a PE coach.
Hmm.
I was subbing for the PE coach. Man, it was a great time. So they came in there, and man, all the little kids was, them two were the tops, man, because they were playing for. I guess it was called the AAU SA
Future.
Future.
Yeah.
And they told me about it then, and then they said, how good they were, and I'm looking at them, man. I'm saying, yeah, right. And then they, come on, man, I'm gonna tell it like it is. I was, yeah, okay, I know. And then they said, they had won free throw shooting contests and stuff like that. So right then, okay, I said, okay. Now, mind you, at this time, I think Cody, the older brother, was maybe in the fifth grade, and
Hmm.
then I think his younger brother might be 2 years back. He might have been, but he was in either third or whatever years he is under them. So Cody was in the fifth grade. He was in the fifth. So and man, so I challenged him, but I challenged his little brother.
Hmm.
One time, man, and we was talking, and I like his little brother, man, and yeah, I lost by one, man, but I had to let him, you know what I'm saying. I had, hey, you third grade or something like that. But man, I could see it in him young, man, and it's so crazy, And then I saw his mom last night. Mrs.
Yeah.
Vogel, yeah, she was so cool, man, and I had a good time when I was subbing for them, man. Then to see them come up and now playing, man, it's a small world, man. So
Yeah.
full circle now. You got me really following them, and and
No,
then
and what's neat, man, is we've posted those standouts for November, you know, and it's been interesting. Like some of the comments or some of the DMs talking about how many future players are on these lists, you
mm-hmm.
know, and I know there's other programs. Um, I don't. I'm not 100% sold on future. They produce a good product. But there's other programs producing good products. And that's what me and you were out to see. You know, let's produce some things.
Yeah,
Let's show the production.
yeah,
And I think that was the biggest thing last night is you could see what the national schedule had done for Brennan and hadn't done for Harlan. I do think, like I said earlier, they're gonna be the closest one that's gonna push them the most.
Harlan is.
Yeah, even my peers are talking about it like that.
Wow.
And so but there's another team that's doing really well. Um, Another Northside team that we can't forget about is John Jay. John Jay um, went down from 6A to 5A enrollment numbers. You know, I would have liked to have seen them play a more difficult pre-district, but they're playing really well. And so that's going to be one of my favorite teams besides Wagner veterans. They're going to be there, but there's three teams right now that are from the city that Gasso's ranked in the top 25. Um, it's
Gasso. When
Gasso.
you say Gasso, what's Gasso?
Oh, there's the Great American Shootout is the name of the organization.
Right.
Um, and they used to be the standard. I'm not saying they've fallen off, but there's other things going on. But you got Michael Timmons, you got Blue, uh, Lyndon Cook, uh, Ryan Massad, and
Now,
I like
who you naming?
the guys that are Gasso.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then
Okay.
Tim Littlefield
Okay.
is predominantly over the San Antonio areas,
Okay. Okay.
Syntex areas.
Okay.
and they do a great job. And they host a lot of events over the summer, a lot of high school team events, and they do their rankings.
Nice.
And I know Alamo Heights is in that top 25. Uh, Wagner, probably the highest ranked. And then I'm 99% sure it's veterans, but I got distracted in that other conversation. I can't see the picture in my head anymore. But so there's good things in and around the city.
Well, look here,
Um,
man. Well, maybe we can get some of those cats to come on and talk with us, man, and share their opinions because I hear you talk good about them. The different people that are just covering the sports and it's all good, man. It's like we can all sit around and chop it up. You got your
yeah,
opinion, you do your thing. Gasso doing their thing. Who else we got? Alamo City. Is that
Alamo City Hoops.
Alamo
They've been
City Hood?
around 10 years. The
And
ten
then
year,
your guy Jay Fry.
yeah,
And then my boys, I've been getting them, Corey and Tori.
yeah.
I really dig those cats, man, and they, and their dedication to the game here, man. So yeah, man. So
Well,
yeah,
one name that we need to throw out there because
okay,
he's making some noise is
okay,
Eric Talley and
okay.
his Super Sports Media.
Super
You
Sports
know,
Media. Okay,
yeah,
nice, nice,
they
nice.
do. They do a lot with. I think they do a lot with the pro skills area people.
Okay,
Uh, and then they've got a couple of free clinics popping out. And
nice,
you know me, man. I like free. I
man.
like to give the kids an
Big
opportunity.
time, big time.
Uh,
Yeah, man. So anytime, man, like I say, man, I would love to have them come on and chop it up. And the best thing is just getting the get for information out.
yeah.
This is a hole in there, man. Especially, what I say, Kevin, is that you're looking at kids that might be overlooked, maybe and they want to put the work in to try to get them a scholarship somewhere. And
Hmm.
and one thing I really like is how you shows the importance of a junior college.
Hmm.
Get that year experience. Put that instead of sitting on a bench somewhere or trying to walk on somewhere, maybe get to a JC. And then you can put your tape together, man. You're on the floor, maybe get to play, and that's a great move, man. I mean, don't sleep on junior colleges and another thing, man, don't sleep on this guy here. The One-Eyed Scout, man, they got coaches. You got coaches. I'm gonna hold this thought. I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna take a station break, and then
Hey, you
maybe
know what, man?
go ahead.
Before we do that break, and we talking about the city,
Mhm.
we're talking about the city. So
Okay.
let's put up that clip. Could we talked to a aunt?
Oh. Can
Yeah,
we do that after the break?
we can do that after the break.
Yeah, let's
We can
do
do that
that
after
at
the
the
break.
break, and I'll go get that. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll get that. I'll get that rolling for us. All right.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Say, hey, if you just tuned in, y'all tuned in to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel with a global reach, y'all. It's the coffee break. I'm sitting here chopping it up with my main man, Kevin, aka the One-Eyed Scout, Big Country in the dog house. We gotta give a shout out to that dog house, man. We'll come back and talk about that, y'all. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Standing next to the Brennan High School dance team director, and she's going to share her social medias so we can follow them.
All right, so you can follow us at goldenstars_BHS. Yes, we are the Golden Stars dance team from Brennan High School in San Antonio, Texas, and my name is Alexis Flores.
All right.
Spears, and you're watching TAAN TV.
We're back. That's right, The King, written, produced, and directed by the Danielle Gully, is happening December 14th with 2 showings, one at 3 p.m. and another one at 7:30 p.m. This year will be at the Summit Church. That's 2575 Summit Church Road in San Antonio, Texas. Now, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, that's all right. Don't worry about it because we got you. Go ahead and go online to daniellegully.com to make sure you get what you need, because we need to make sure your face is in the place. We love you, and we'll see you there.
All right, we're back, man. And hey, Kevin, it's gonna be a great play December 14th, man. We got tickets for the matinee.
Oh yes, sir.
Show, yeah, man. So
Yes.
we're going to check it out, man. So if you see the big man in the house, big country in the house, just shout out to him. Just give him a shout out. Say, hey, OneEyed, keep your eye on my boy. Keep my eye on him. But hey, so before we took that break, man, and then I still need to go. I'm gonna get that set up. Maybe you can start talking about it a little bit, and then I can go. I'll download it. But you had mentioned about a San Antonio. Was it the list you was talking about in San Antonio or
Yeah, well, you know.
what was okay?
Yeah.
Was that, am I on the right track now? I want to.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you chop it up, and then I'll be right back, and then when I have it queued up.
Yeah, and then I want you to hop in. Just we need to have a conversation for a minute. You know, at the end of the day, I am a talent evaluator. I'm a scout for many colleges, and today I got hit up and they told me to get my list of 25s and 26s, and this is my reputation put out there, and so I took a list of about 70 student athletes and whittled it down to about 13 or 14. And if you're wondering if you're on that list, you're probably not, because you should know the work that you've been putting in, the skill work, the training, the running, the nutrition, all those things. Because at the end of the day, and this is real talk, only 4 to 5% of high school athletes will play anything after high school. So you got to be honest with yourself, because I'm going to be honest as I pass that list over, it ain't for everybody, and we're not bashful about it, you know. But I wonder if that applies, and how would you see it applying in other areas, Vance?
Well, man, when you if I was looking at it when I've been in the game, the comedy game, the entertainment business, for over 30 years, man, and I see where like my comedians, man, there's all different type of aspects of being a comedian, or make it as a stand-up comedian. And one of the biggest things is just just because you think you're funny, that doesn't it. I mean, and I compare that to what you're saying. If you got a guy that may averaging 27, 30 points a game, but they ain't winning. They just there's no rhythm. There's no so by you got to have you got to be a complete. I tell the comics, you got to be complete. As well as you are. You can be a great on stage, but you got to take care of your business off stage. So there's other areas. You just can't, just because you can score, that don't mean you're the best player, and that or fit in a situation. Be in the best situation. Cats say, why am I so funny? Why I couldn't host Def Jam, or why couldn't I host BET Comic View? Well, there's a lot of other factors that they a lot of times they want well seasoned too. You got to remember, they want seasoned guys, and then when people invest in you, they want to make sure when they especially invest your money, and now you got the NIL, investing that money in you, man, they want to make sure they got the right person that's gonna, check all the boxes, man. So
Yeah, and it's funny because you talk about laughs. That's what me I see the laughs. Well, the laughs equal the points. But if
right.
you don't have that well-rounded assist, steals, deflections, rebounds, winning, winning games. I think that right now with Kingston point guard and everybody, point guard heaven right now. Because if you look across the city, man, quite a quite a few suitable. Then we have some that are a next step, and then some that are next step. And that's where that junior college piece is going to come in for people. If you're a 25 class of 25, man, you need to be looking at JUCO opportunities right now,
Mm-hmm.
and be ready to travel because going JUCO in Texas is hard, you know. Um, but yeah, man, and just the excitement in the city. Okay, um, are we ready? Um, because
Oh, yeah. To play it, want me to play it? Go ahead. You
yeah,
can
but I
lead me
want
through
people
it.
to listen to. This is a family member aunt from Harlan, the opposite team, and we asked her what it was like with Brennan being so highly ranked number one in the country.
Because I feel like San Antonio doesn't get a lot of credit for basketball. So that's really, really nice. I really, really appreciate that. Even though we're here for the other side, right? But it is very important, and it also gives our boys an opportunity to shine, because they get to play against the best. So. Yeah.
Are you
All right,
She was fun,
so
man. She was fun. She was fun.
yeah, she was, but and so what I want people to do is go to at the One Eye Scout Twitter, and there's a post on there to blasting the news for not having anybody there. If it weren't for those independent agencies that we talked about doing it, it's like a tree fell over in the woods that made no sound, you know. But um,
But
yeah,
hey,
man.
hey, Kevin, we're just gonna keep shouting it out, man. And
The,
that's all you can do. The organizations we've named previous, before this, that's out there doing it. Corey and Tori and guys like that's out there doing it. TAAN TV, One Eye Scout, you know,
yeah,
Tally, Noble, I
yeah.
mean, you really have introduced me. Now I'm a hooper. I like to hoop.
Mhm.
But I'm a golfer right now because of my old age, man, and everything. But you introduced me to these organizations, man, and so they're out there. They're covering basketball. They're covering the areas they want to cover. And hey, man, just tune in, and you're gonna get what you get from here. And
Yeah.
you're gonna get the facts, uh, uh, um, stats, opportunities, from One Eye. I mean, coaches are calling you, man.
Well, you said all
You
right.
know,
So you brought it up.
yeah, man, coaches are calling you. Go ahead.
So we got a call today, and Thursday I had planned on being at the tournaments,
Right.
but we're big on cultivating relationships with the college coaches. And one of my friends reached out today. So Thursday night we're going to be at the Northwestern State University versus Incarnate Word, and we're going to be a guest of Northwestern this time.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I want you to come out there because I want you to see everything.
I'm gonna be there, baby. I'm
And so,
coming. I'm coming, man. I'm coming. And you got me fired up, man. So like I said, man, for a long time, man, I was down on San Antonio basketball, but the thing is now my direction is redirected, and it's really about the kids, and
mhm.
and then also we're gonna do some work with the parents. We're gonna try to
Yeah.
get. We want their opinion, what they're going through, and then you got someone like say for example, the Kingston cat.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, his parents, had to be an influence in his life.
Oh yeah.
Thinking, so maybe we get a chance to talk to them and see what he did. Uh,
Yeah.
and then we also was looking at was it number 0 for Harden,
Josiah Jones.
Josiah Jones, and his pops, man. And we used to go back and hoop back in the day, man. So and young Josiah is a sophomore coming up, man, and looks like he's on a good path.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to talk, man, and share the wealth or share the knowledge of speaking of knowledge, and one of the players out there I found out his name.
Knowledge court. Yeah.
Yeah, man, he was strong, man, and I saw him one time. It was a busted play. Well, it was, but he threw an alley oop to him. He was all over that rim. So
Yeah. Very athletic, man. Jumps out the gym.
yeah,
He's a
man,
great kid. I mean, he's a great
and that's what,
person.
and see, so that's what I'd like to hear too, man. It's like when I was hearing him talking about the Kingston kid, how humble he still is,
Mm-hmm.
and how he goes out and gives interviews, and he's just a great kid, man. And that's what those are the kind of lights we have to shine, because a lot of
Yeah.
times, humility and superstardom, they don't go together sometimes. Their uniqueness, and when you find that in them, that humbleness and willing to just be kind and still be at a perform at a higher level, and and show some humility. So that's a beautiful thing, man. So yeah, man. So man, I'm excited. Kevin, tell us what we got coming up in the future here. What we
Well, that's
doing?
what we got Thursday, and then Saturday we're gonna dedicate to some high school games uh, as those tournaments start coming to an end, and then there's gonna be a big one in the city on Tuesday.
Who's
We're
that?
gonna have to wait and find out.
Oh, okay. Well, you got it up hype over here, man. But hey, man, I love our recaps, man, and so we're gonna do some things. Look out for us. Like I said, we're gonna be not only do we doing the high school, we're gonna dip into the colleges.
Yeah.
There's some great things are coming down the pipe. So just stay tuned with us, man. Tell them again how they can follow you, One Eye.
All right. So it's the at sign, the one-eyed scout, and if you need to know how to remember it, it's the one-eyed scout because I'm blind in my left eye, so I only got one eye to see.
And that
That's all
baby
I
it's like a laser too, baby. So you don't miss nothing though, man. It's real cool, man. And but I will say, man, what I've seen so far, and I'm gonna keep my one eye on you too. TAAN TV watching you too, man. Now we really appreciate what you're doing for our platform over here. And my thing is, you share the knowledge, you share the opportunities, you tell them what's happening, and if you have a problem with that list, if you're not on the list, and you think that all it is One Eye wants to look at you. He's not here. If you good, you working hard. You know what I'm saying? He wants to put you on the list. He can expand the list if it needs
Yeah.
to be up 26. If you that one, So just be that guy. Give it 100%. Get into the the doghouse or wherever and work out. I'm just saying, man. I just fond of my man JC, man. Even at the game last night, my man, he don't he don't
You don't sugarcoat
he don't
it.
sugarcoat Nathan. And but hey, that's what it is, man. And
Yeah.
a lot of times, you need that. I learned in the business too. It's always best to shoot straight.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them like it is from the jump. And
Yeah.
because I used to deal with promoters and 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 especially when you're dealing with money, man. So I actually have to get it straightened in. I had some clients that they was on top of their game, you know. So we had to be on top of ours. So man, it's a great thing, man. I'm love what we're doing. We're gonna be talking to, because like I said, man, it's an invitation.
Yep.
Guys want to come on and spread your, you promote your organization. Hey, I want you to, man, because we just, it's too many closed lips around, and like I said, and even your list, One Eye. It's not that you're trying to keep cats off or no. We just identifying cats that you seen with that one eye, and
Yeah.
so you're able to tell a coach, because that is that's your word, and coaches will stop coming to you if you start not if your list is not producing or is not what it is supposed to be.
Yeah,
So
because those lists, man, they're flexible, like you say, and that list is encompassing a Division III, Division II, Division I, junior colleges, you know.
and the best
But
thing is
just
fluid, like Stephen A. say, it's
yeah,
fluid. So
yeah,
you can get on there. It changes,
and you can get off there,
Yeah, well,
start playing like a buster.
boy, you hard too, boy. You hard too. But no, man, but hey, that's what it is, man. And we're doing it. We're enjoying what we're doing. And I look forward to our Thursday show. We're going to Incarnate Word, right?
Corner word, yep,
Incarnate Word on Thursday, and then Saturday we'll be back in the high school area.
yep.
And you know what, One Eye, I almost got away without saying this. Well, it was tonight at 7:00, right?
Yeah,
But it's 7. What time is it? 7:25 now.
yeah.
So it must be
Probably
running.
we can run it at 8, baby.
No, it's probably on.
Okay.
I mean, check out right now. It might be on right now.
You talking about the one with Tristan?
Yes, we got a very tight interview that's running tonight on TAAN TV. Our coffee break in the studio with the OneEyed Scout and a very, very special guest, Tristan Clark, in the house. So
Yeah, I think it might need to get pushed back to 8.
okay, I'll see. We'll see then. We'll get on. Let's get on off then, man. We went too
Yeah,
long. We're supposed to be on
hold stuff
before.
up.
Yeah.
I see you, Alexis.
All right, now
All right, bye, man.
we talk. Hold on. Let me get this going here.
Saturday, December 14th, The King, lauded as one of the best holiday performances you will ever see. It's funny, entertaining, inspiring, and an all-around good time for the entire family. Writer, director, producer Danielle Gully captivates her audience with a phenomenal production, led by an all-star cast. Local favorite and headliner Grace Williamson, fan favorite Deancy Wyatt as Grinch, starring gospel legend Dorinda Clark Cole of the Clark Sisters, Q Parker from the hit R&B group 112 as Scrooge, and guest starring Carl Anthony Payne from The Martin Lawrence Show as Santa Claus. You don't want to miss The King. Saturday, December 14th, 1 day, 2 performances at the Summit Church in San Antonio, Texas. Get your tickets today at DanielleGully.com. Sponsored by B Properties, Now Word Covenant Church, Resurrection Baptist Church, New Creation Christian Fellowship, Sound Design, Love Soul Marketing, Anise Aesthetics, Med Spa. Get your tickets today at DanielleGully.com.